Hello everybody, my name is Michael, you know me as Coding Jungle, and today I want to cover folders in Stratagem. I'm going to go over their permissions and the settings that are inside the folder creation and what they all mean. Alright, so first thing you want to do is you want to go into your ACP, find the community icon, which is the double chat bubble, and then you want to find Formularize, and you want to click on folder. And once we create a new folder, you have some basic options, nothing way out there, but they are important. All right, so we're going to name it. We're just going to call it demo. Now on the description, you can put whatever you want in there, you know, something to describe what the folder's for when it comes to the types of forms you have in it. Say if you have one that's specifically for quizzes, you can just say, you know, you can call it quiz, or if there's a specific type of quiz, like say you are in a Star Trek community and this is a Deep Space Nine type quiz, you can just type, you can name it Deep Space Nine, and then the description only Deep Space Nine quizzes can be found in here. So, you know, that it's pretty basic. Now, anonymous posting is to allow, if you want this, if you want this form submissions and the form creators to post anonymously. So if they have the ability in their groups, which is an IPS feature, what this does, if this is turned on for the folder, then the form creator and the form taker, the submitter, has the option of taking or creating the form in as anonymous. And it has the same feature, so it will show to people who have the ability to see the anonymous users, but for everybody else who doesn't have that ability, it will just say anonymous. All right, so we're not going to deal with that. Now, form types, I will have another video over on what the different form types are, but right now you can actually limit to the folder what kind of form they can create. So maybe you have quizzes and you only want quizzes in that folder. You can tell it only to allow the quiz and the quiz wizard, or if you just want the standard quiz type, you can just go, only quizzes of the standard type can be in here. All right, now quiz expiration. What this does, let's say you put a timer on a quiz and you set the timer for 1 hour. Well, there's nothing that is inherently in Formularize that will prevent a person from starting a quiz, going looking at it, and then back, getting all the questions and looking up all the answers and then going back and then taking it a couple hours later. What this does is it allows you to have some control over that. So if somebody goes in to a quiz and say it has a 1 hour timer, they get all the questions and they go look up all the answers, and then they come back, say 2 hours later after they get all the answers, and they will find that it says, "Oh, sorry, the timer has expired on this," and because it will allow the timer to, or the quiz timer itself is one that it doesn't restart every time they refresh the page. It keeps the same time remaining. So if they're setting on the quiz and they let 10 minutes pass and there's 15 minutes left on the quiz timer and they hit the refresh button, or they go back and they try to take it again, like a start over, it will still have 50 minutes on the quiz timer. I did that because I know one of my clients, it was actually a requested feature who beta tested this, and they were like, "Oh, I would like to have a way to use this as like a study module, like a quiz module for their hobby or field or whatever they're doing with it." They wanted a way to actually prevent just that, what I was saying about people going to find the answers and then coming back to it and running out of time. So there is that. In the final version, if you set this to 0, there won't be any wait time. So it's right now it's 1 to 24 hours. But in the final version, it will be, if you set it to 0, the quiz expiration will be disabled, basically. All right, so once we get that, we are going to hit save. Now you have pretty standard folder permissions here. You have view. Basically what view does, it allows them, like say, well, let's go over to the forums on, because I don't think I have anything here yet. But if we went to, where are we, browse, let's go to forums. All right, with the view permission, they'd be able to see the listing here. With the read permission, it works the same way as it does in the forums. If they don't have read permission, they won't be able to see the topics, and they won't be able to go into the topics and read them. They'll just be able to see them, basically. Add form. That is something you should take in consideration on what member groups you give that to, because in Formularize, instead of having the form creation on the ACP, I have it on the front end. So this permission gives the group the ability to add new forms, not take the form, but actually create a new form in that folder. So, if you don't want your members having that ability, uncheck the members. View data reports. Now, the data reports are the aggregate data taken from quiz submissions. From form submissions. So if you don't want them, if you don't want that group to be able to see the data for it, the aggregate data, you can tell them, oh no, you can't see the view data. You can't view the reports. And a minor note on the read, like some sites might not want to have their the form submissions readable by other member groups. So what the read will do is it allow them to see the quiz, take the quiz, but it won't let them to see any submissions but their own to it. So, and then finally submit, which is basically, can they take the quiz, take the form. So if they don't have that permission, then they won't be able to take the form, whatever. They won't be able to fill it out and submit it. All right, that's pretty much it on those. We're going to hit save. And then we're going to come over here to Formularize. And since I only have the one category or the one folder, it will automatically go into that folder when I go to Formularize. And then from there, if you have the permission, you can create the form. All right. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and found it informative. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comments, and I will try to answer them in a timely manner. Have a good day now.